Hey right bags, it's Jade with another little look today at some of the games that I'm going to be covering in the future. I only spoke about Lightyear Frontier a couple of days ago as they showed off new gameplay at Gamescom, and guess what? We got even more gameplay shown off on the third day. But not just Lightyear Frontier today, we're also going to take a look at Under a Rock. Some brand new images have shown, some new biome footage, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. So if you like co-op, if you like survival games, then you want to check out this video. Let's go. So I've covered Under a Rock a couple times now on the channel, and we're going to keep in tabs on this. It's probably not going to be out until well into next year, but it's a 1 to 10 player co-op game. You are set in a procedure generated island, tropical paradise, and you'll be fighting off against Neanderthals as well as various different types of creatures. And that's what's on show today, some new ones. The devs have been posting some of the pictures over the last week or so showing off some colourful wildlife. Forget hunting a tiny little rabbit, how about one of these big boys? Apparently his name's Fluffy Puff, and yeah, it's going to have various different tiers of creatures, some with slightly changing looks as you can see from Twitter posts, and sizes and abilities. We get like the middle one, I'm about to break into something I think like Goldilocks and Three Bears here, and we've even got a lesser spotted pink one. It's such a colourful, vibrant game, I'm loving it, I'm feeling like it's nice, breaks up the monotony of survival games where it's usually quite harsh and kind of dull. Something a bit bright but maybe still a bit challenging. Another little look outside as well. Looks like that might be something to do with him and the eggs, possibly. So yeah, interesting. Looks like you can obviously ride them. We've got a saddle on it as well. That's a big part, obviously, of the game, I think. Now, we'll be able to tame these creatures and be able to ride them. And then Daniel, one of the other developers, has been showing off some of the cave biomes that they're working on. And this is all procedurally generated. I love the stalagmites. Is that the right word? Going all the way up here. And is anyone fancying taking on some giant bees? If you played Art Survival Evolved recently, the last free map, Fjordor, you got a chance to take on a killer bee queen, and it could be something pretty similar in here with these honeycombs in the background. But these games might not be just for exploring and getting loot. It looks like you might be able to actually make one of these your home. We can see some of the decor pieces that are going to be in the game as well. We've got the bed, we've got some barrels. So it'd be really cool if we can just live in a cave rather than base build if that's what you want to do. Or maybe this is just the kind of ruins we found of other explorers. And to finish it off, we've got a 360. They've been doing a lot of these showing off the biomes. And yeah, the atmosphere, the mooding, the lighting, it's really, really top quality stuff. Made in Unreal Engine 5. And yeah, looking pretty special. So that's lowdown on Under a Rock right now. I thought it was just a bit too small of an update to do in one little video. And I definitely want you guys to keep your eyes on some of these games because they will be on my channel once they come out. So in addition to the gameplay trailer that was shown, got a chance to see even more of Lightyear Frontier, some of the components we'll be doing, and just a whole bunch of other stuff in fact. I think it's pretty clear now we won't be necessarily seeing our character outside of our mech suit unless it's in our base. We've got these storages where you'll be able to sign up exactly what's in each storage, and the idea is that you're getting your crops, you're gathering them so that you can go and sell them at the trader, getting new modules to upgrade your mech suit and be able to customize it. We head over to the crashed ship which we came in. It's got sleeping quarters, garage and research, and obviously in the garage is where you can customise, add your new modifications as well as give yourself a nice new paint job. The trailer goes on to explain how you'll be getting more resources and then refining them using the various different crafting stations like this kind of windmill here to maybe make it into something different, and a whole bunch of other stuff that we've gone through as well in terms of what we could expect to see. So of course I will leave a link to this video so go check it out for yourself and hear it. But here we've got the trader where we're going to be selling our goods, and there's a huge amount of different resources here and different items we can buy to go ahead and get upgrades. Very reminiscent of Stardew Valley and of course maybe Slime Rancher where you'd sell your plots on the market. So I'm hoping they'll fluctuate and give us a little bit of luck some days, and maybe other days it'll be a bit expensive to buy stuff rather than just static. This is one of the coolest parts though, third person of course, and you get to change your mobility by getting upgrades. You can go for this, a tank wheel drive instead of just walking around, and boosters too to really zip around. Looks like it does run on fuel though, so it looks like we'll have to refine that and then get more rarer resources, even if it's just to make things like paint. We're using usually the left hand to pretty much gather resources by pulling with this kind of, I guess it's like a harpoon almost, and then the right hand to hoover up things like red crystal. Super colourful and super filled with choice by the looks of things in terms of the crops. It's going to be pretty varied, and again I'm guessing some of them will grow better in certain times than others, and it might be more expensive obviously to buy certain ones like rabbage here, nice little play on the cabbage, and obviously we've got the corn as well. I love the quickness of this as well. No messing around with just one little plot to put your seed in. Just aim it, line it up, and you can put all of your crops in one go. Did explain as well that weather will be pretty challenging. You want the water to go ahead and water your crops, but you've also got to be careful that the adverse effects won't affect you too much. Maybe it'll rust us, or maybe it'll just simply mean there's a bit of devastation to the world, which looks like it here with loads of twigs all over the floor in these little valleys. But absolutely gorgeous landscape showing off here as well. Can't wait for this one. This one's coming early next year, so it probably will be here a lot sooner than Under a Rock. And yes, this one is Xbox and PC only, for now at least, and Under a Rock they haven't really mentioned anything about consoles, I don't think, just yet. But fantastic stuff, nice little previews from both of them. So there we go, let me know what games caught your attention more. 4-player, cozy farming sim game with mechs, or Under a Rock, 1 to 10 players, maybe a bit more survival experience that you're used to. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be back showcasing brand new games alongside all the regular grounded content as always. Until next time, rat bags, laters.